Welcome to Digimasters Shorts. We are your hosts, Adam Nagus
and Carly Wilson, delivering the latest scoop from the digital realm.
An Indian startup called Rocket is betting that the real opportunity in the AI boom is not writing code, but deciding what to build in the first place. Based in Surat, the company has launched Rocket 1.0, a platform that generates consulting-style product strategies using AI. The tool connects research, product development, and competitive intelligence into a single workflow, producing detailed reports that include pricing models, unit economics, and go-to-market plans. As AI coding tools make software development faster and more accessible, Rocket's co-founder and CEO Vishal Virani argues that code has become a commodity, while business strategy remains the missing piece. In testing ahead of launch, the platform generated polished product requirement documents from simple prompts, resembling formal consulting reports more than chatbot outputs. However, some of the analysis appeared to draw from synthesized existing data, meaning users may need to validate conclusions before acting on them. Rocket says it pulls from more than 1,000 data sources, including ad libraries, traffic analytics, and its own web crawlers, and also offers human support when needed. Subscription plans range from $25 to $350 per month, with higher tiers positioned as a lower-cost alternative to traditional consulting firms. The startup raised $15 million in seed funding last year and reports rapid user growth to over 1.5 million users worldwide, with more than half of its revenue coming at gross margins above 50%.
Google has quietly released a new iOS app called Google AI Edge Eloquent. Launching it without any formal announcement, the offline-first voice dictation tool transcribes speech in real time, automatically removes filler words, and produces clean, polished text at no cost and with no usage limits. Users simply tap record, speak, and watch as live transcription appears alongside a waveform of their voice. When recording stops, the app processes the text, smoothing out corrections and eliminating words like and then copies the refined version to the clipboard. A built-in history tab stores past transcriptions and tracks usage stats such as total word count and speaking speed. A privacy toggle allows users to choose between fully offline processing using on-device Gemma-based models or cloud-assisted cleanup powered by Gemini. Google says the offline mode keeps all audio on the device, offering an option for privacy-sensitive users. The app also features a personal vocabulary dictionary and can pull commonly used terms from a user's Gmail to boost accuracy. Eloquent enters a competitive field dominated by paid rivals like Whisperflow, Willow, and Super Whisper, undercutting them with a free, privacy-focused alternative. Its main drawback is platform support, as it currently works only on iOS, with an Android version yet to launch. Anthropic has secured approximately 3.5 gigawatts of next-generation Google TPU compute capacity through a new agreement with Google and Broadcom, marking its largest infrastructure commitment to date and set to begin in 2027. The deal builds on 1 gigawatt already being supplied in 2026 and extends the company's earlier $50 billion pledge to invest in American AI computing infrastructure. Broadcom will act as the intermediary between Google's custom silicon and Anthropic's AI workloads, while also designing future TPU generations and supplying networking components through 2031. Investors responded positively, with Broadcom shares rising about 3%, as analysts projected the chipmaker could see tens of billions of dollars in AI revenue tied to Anthropic over the next 2 years. The infrastructure expansion comes as Anthropic's revenue run rate surpasses $30 billion, more than tripling from roughly $9 billion at the end of 2025. The company says more than 1,000 enterprise customers now spend over $1 million annually, doubling in under 2 months and driving demand for additional training and inference capacity. Anthropic is pursuing a multi-vendor chip strategy, training and serving its Claude models across Amazon Trainium, Google TPUs, and NVIDIA GPUs, making it available on all 3 major cloud platforms. Its partnership with Amazon remains central, including the massive Project Rainier supercomputer cluster expected to scale beyond 1 million Trainium 2 chips. Much of the new compute capacity will be based in the United States, aligning with federal policy priorities to anchor advanced AI infrastructure domestically. The agreement underscores a broader shift in the AI industry, where chipmakers like Broadcom are becoming foundational to the compute arms race powering the world's leading AI models.
OpenAI has called for a tax on automated labour as part of sweeping proposals warning of structural risks artificial intelligence could pose to the global economy. In a policy paper titled Industrial Policy for the Intelligence Age, the company urged major economies to shift away from income and payroll taxes and toward greater reliance on corporate and capital-based taxation. The proposals include higher taxes on profits, increased capital gains taxes, and targeted measures on sustained AI-driven returns, including a levy on automated labour. OpenAI said such reforms should be paired with wage-linked incentives to encourage companies to retain and retrain workers as automation accelerates. The company acknowledged risks ranging from widespread job disruption and industry upheaval to the misuse of AI systems and the concentration of power and wealth. It argued that governments and institutions must build resilience to ensure people can adapt and maintain agency as AI reshapes work, decision-making, and state functions. The recommendations form part of a 13-page framework that suggests fiscal reform can mitigate potential unemployment shocks linked to rapid AI adoption. If implemented, the changes would mark a dramatic shift for advanced economies that currently rely heavily on income and payroll taxes for public revenue. In the UK, for example, nearly half of tax receipts come from income tax and national insurance, with far smaller shares generated by corporation and capital gains taxes. OpenAI said the transition to what it describes as superintelligence will require ambitious industrial policy to ensure the economic benefits of AI are broadly shared across democratic societies.
Thank you for listening to today's AI and Tech News Podcast summary. Please do leave us a comment, and for additional feedback, please email us at podcast@digimasters.co.uk. You can now follow us on Instagram and Threads by searching for @Digimaster Shorts or search for Digimasters on LinkedIn. Be sure to tune in tomorrow, and don't forget to follow or subscribe.